what specific revenue or business growth happened as a direct result of eliminating these mental viruses? Have you ever seen any improvement in your business after you did that?
Yeah, like I went through like a real slump for a while where I was like trying out loads of random stuff, like I said. Uh,
Hmm.
like just recently we've doubled revenue, like doing consistent 10K again, uh,
Hmm.
which is still small, but like it's gonna keep growing.
Let's go into this, Ronan. So before we work together, what specific mental virus or limiting belief was sabotaging your success that you couldn't see at the time? And what strategies did you know you should implement but kept finding yourself unable to execute on?
Yeah, so I think it was like a fear of not having consistent like revenue through the door and just feeling like I don't have the ability to like predict next month's income. And that was kind of like a smaller problem of a bigger problem. And the bigger problem was fear of like quitting my job, going all in on the business. Um,
Mhm.
but after working through it and like figuring out, also just noting down, following the steps, and actually understanding how your brain works. Um, every single day as well. Like you kind of have to do it every single day to remind yourself. I finally like found I just got clarity on what I needed to do. Like I'd been messing around with different channels, like throwing money into paid ads, throwing money, like earning a bit of money, but then reinvesting it in trying something new out that wasn't proven yet. And what I've realized now is like all of my clients came through cold email. So why not just do more cold email? When I've done that and just increased volume, the discovery calls increase. You get to be more picky with who you pick to be a client. So you get better clients and usually they pay more and it just becomes way more predictable. And like just having discovery calls every single day just gets rid of that fear that you've got of there's going to be no new revenue next month. Like that just goes away. So I think that was probably the biggest thing I got from the course, as well as other parts, but I'd say that was the biggest thing.
Okay. Okay, great. Um, what's what had you previously tried to overcome these implementation issues, and why didn't those approaches work for you?
Yeah, I think I like the way you did the course because like you go into science-based stuff. Like I've always been into it as well, like reading around like um I think it's Freud, but like different like
Mhm.
psychologists and people like that. And you use a lot of that in the course. It's not just trust me, bro, it's true. It's like
Yeah, that's a
like
good one.
you back it up with stuff. So yeah, so I think doing that and being able to spot like deeper reasons why you think things. So you ask like a lot of times you'll ask why. So like why do you think that? Why do you think that? Why
Yeah.
do you think that? And that's a process you can use to get down to like the core reason why it happened. And then a lot of the time it will be some stupid stuff that happened when you were 10 years old. Like you gave some examples of that. Um,
Mhm.
and you allow people to kind of like look at that and be like, why am I letting that affect my decisions today? That's so dumb. So I think you did that quite well.
I love that, man. That's great explanation. So what was like the breakthrough moment? What was the specific moment when you realized your limitations weren't your fault, but actually mental viruses installed in your operating system? And how did that realization feel?
Yeah, that's a tough one. So I think, yeah, okay, I got one. So I think like with the whole not trusting the money coming in next month thing,
Hmm.
when I asked myself enough questions about like where has that come from, you do realize that a lot of the time it does just come from like people around you. So like your family, them having kind of like always been in 9 to 5 work and
Hmm.
always feeling like, oh no, a stable job is better. Especially in like different generations. Like if your parents are quite old, they've come from a generation where a stable job is a stable job. Like you go to uni, you get a job, and you're probably gonna you if you wanted to, you could work at a company until you die. Whereas nowadays, and especially in like the next 5 years with AI, like
Hmm.
it's the opposite of that, and it's you really need to like rewire your brain to move away from that thought process, I think. And I was definitely in that thought process of like having a job is more stable and safer than being self-employed. But when I when I started using that Neo chatbot thing,
Yeah,
it made a great example of like, okay, why is it safer to have one person paying you and paying your bills every month rather than 10 clients paying your bills every month, where you could lose one and you still got nine paying your bills? If you lose that one employer, you got no one paying your bills, and it could take you 3 months to get another job. Like,
very good example from Leo,
yeah.
huh? That's super fire. By the way, it's coming out now. Next week, Tuesday, Wednesday is coming my full AI avatar out. I'm letting you know, but it's gonna be fucking fire, man.
Oh, it's
Pretty
great.
excited about that.
And another example from that the AI gave that was really good for getting over that fear was gathering evidence every single day. So it said
Mhm.
every single day, gather evidence, or it might have been you. I'm not sure if it was you or the AI, but it was like gather evidence every single day um, of the reason why that limiting belief isn't true. And that was
Yeah.
really useful as well because like you start actually trying to notice reasons why it's not true rather than reasons why it is true. And over
Mhm.
time, when you've built up enough evidence for why that's just bullshit, like the evidence is there, like it's clearly not true. So at least for my brain, like that's a really useful thing.
Fire, man. I love that. All right. Do you what specific revenue or business growth happened as a direct result of eliminating these mental viruses? Have you seen any improvement in your business after you did that?
Yeah, like I went through like a real slump for a while where I was like trying out loads of random stuff, like I said. Uh,
Hmm.
Now, like recently, I just got like locked in trying to get rid of those viruses and just like doubling down on what works. Like just recently, we've doubled revenue, like doing consistent 10K again, uh,
Hmm.
which is still small, but like it's gonna keep growing.
Hmm.
Um, and I think the main thing is like it's not really that complicated to grow. Like it
Hmm.
is it's pretty simple. Like all I do is just content and outreach, and
Hmm.
that that's like how you grow. Like it's simple. The
Yeah.
hard bit is like fighting against your own brain to actually just do that every single day for like 6 months or a year.
Yeah.
So it has made me realize like how important prioritizing this kind of thing is. Uh,
Hmm.
in it's just to allow yourself to stay consistent with the things that are simple.
Hmm. Hmm. I love it, man. Great, great, great insights, really. Okay, like a lot about the emotional transformation. So, how has your day-to-day experience of being an entrepreneur changed since debugging these mental viruses, and what's the biggest difference in how you feel?
Yeah, so I was doing it like first thing in the morning. So I'd get up first thing in the morning and do it for like half an hour and then
Hmm.
go to the gym, uh,
Hmm.
do some cardio, and then sit down at my desk. And that combination of like cardio and the mindset thing literally sets you up like perfectly for the day.
Yeah.
Like you feel a lot more relaxed because of the cardio, and also you feel a lot more focused on what actually matters because of the mindset. Like your brain isn't completely thinking about all this random shit that is just trying to self-sabotage. Like you get that out of the way first thing, then you can just focus. But I do think you have to do it every day because like those thoughts will just come back so quickly, like within a
Hmm.
couple of days of not doing it. So yeah.
Hmm. Absolutely, yeah, I agree. It's really built for that. Okay, so what would you say to someone who is skeptical that mental debugging could really transform their business and themselves quickly, and what would convince them?
So what I've realized is tactics are really important when like you're a beginner. So like getting to the level where you're good enough to actually be paid for your service and like offer something in the market. Like someone's lying to you if they say like you don't have to be good at a service to like get paid for it. Like focus on getting good at that, obviously. But I think the key to actually growing like a large business, and I don't have a large business, so it's just what I've seen, is isn't becoming like ridiculously the nerdiest, most amazing person in the world at that thing. It's about doing the simple things at scale and consistently um, over like a long period of time. And in order to do that, you have to be able to deal with stress. You have to have like a really strong mindset, and you just have to be able to be okay with repetition and doing the same thing every day and not becoming super emotional and derailing and self-sabotaging. And so when you get to that level, I think it becomes like even more important than the actual like skills.
Absolutely. Yeah. Can 100% agree to that. Okay. What would you say directly to someone watching this who knows they're capable of more, but keeps hitting invisible barriers to their success?
I'd say just just go through the program, to be honest. Like it's like with any program. I mean, I've done other testimonials, and the thing is like if someone's done the program and it works, like it's clearly not the program's fault. Just do it. Do what someone who's gone through it before is telling you to do, and good things will come out the other end, pretty much.
Mm, love it. Okay. And what would you say to someone that is on the fence to join Limitless Rewired?
I'd say like it definitely is a good investment. Like especially if you're looking to just be more consistent and basically get rid of stuff that how do I word this? Like if one week you're doing really well and then the next week it feels like everything's gone crazy and you don't know why everything's going wrong and you just look at your laptop and you're like, I don't want to work, then you clearly got like some kind of mindset issue that you need to fix. And if that's happening to you, then you should definitely sign up for it.
Fire, man. Great shit. Okay. Thanks, man. That's it. Thank you very much for your answers. And yeah, all the best, man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.